great, seeing his growth from when he first got here to now. Especially, last game, seeing him, get those 2 sacks. But yeah, it's just been great, seeing him grow as a player and just, watching the game slow down for him, like, week to week.
How has he grown?
In every aspect of the game, to be honest, pass rush, stopping the run. I remember when he first got here, he was like, a freshman, timid, you know what I mean? But now seeing him go out, make plays full speed, like, it's definitely been good to watch.
You guys have, I believe 8 sacks through 2 games. Do you feel like there's still more sacks you guys have left on the table?
Yeah, definitely. For me, for myself, that roughing the passer penalty last game, that was one of them. And it's just the little stuff. We watched the film on Sunday. We all were saying like, man, like, this person missed this play, this person missed that play. So it's definitely just a big emphasis on finishing and making those plays so we win.
Is there something specific with those plays that you could correct to finish those plays?
I mean, every play is different. Like whether it's reaching, not for a guy's head or for a ball, finishing backside arm, being in the right gap. It's just a game of inches, to be honest.
Jimmy, what's your impression been of Blake Spires just playing a lot of snaps with them through a couple games so far?
Yeah, Blaine's a dog. He's been showing that, week in and week out. He struggled a little bit because his hand, but he's getting used to the cast and everything that comes along with that. So Blaine's definitely came along pretty well, especially from the spring to camp because he didn't really do spring ball either. So he kind of missed out on those reps.
How do you feel like you've improved as a second-year starter under Coach Daoust?
Just being more aggressive, not thinking as much. Me and Coach Daoust, we talk about that all the time. Just going out, being that same dog every down, you know what I mean? Like not taking plays off or, getting in my own head.
Jimmy, what's worked for you guys against the run through these first couple weeks? What's successful?
I just think it's being physical. I think that was like a big emphasis last year, and I think it's even bigger emphasis now. We got to stop the run, and that's just what's going to allow us, to pass rush. And I think that's where the numbers kind of are like coming in at, you know what I mean? Just because we were able to stop the run on Saturday, and it kind of forced them to have to throw the ball, you know what I mean? So that's the same emphasis going into this week because they're a run-heavy team. Stop the run early so we can have fun on 3rd down.
Anything else? Jimmy, thank you.
Thank you.